Always something a little special about going against #1 picks. You, of course, have seen 20 of them since you were. What did you make of Vic tonight?
I've said it from the beginning that he's special, and he has an unbelievable coach that's going to make sure that he does things the right way, play the game the right way, and he's going to continue to develop. But he's already special, but he's going to continue to get better and better and better, each and every game, each and every year that he steps on this floor.
LeBron James spotted greatness in Victor Wembanyama before anyone else. For years, LeBron has seen countless young players come and go, each touted as the next big thing. But something about Wembanyama was different. LeBron saw something extraordinary from the start. LeBron even went as far as to call him an alien, a term reserved for the rarest of players.
Everybody, we're labeling like this unicorn thing. Everybody's been a unicorn over the last few years, but he's more like an alien. I've never seen, no one has ever seen anyone as tall as he is, but as fluid and as graceful he is on the floor.
Fast forward to today, and the entire league is starting to see what LeBron saw years ago. But what exactly makes this 7'4" French prodigy so special? And why did everyone else underestimate him? LeBron's compliments on Wembanyama are nearly like prophecy. LeBron knew something the league hardly ever sees when he observed Victor's smooth movement, shooting accuracy, and defensive instinct, a generational talent capable of changing the whole NBA scene. Though many of LeBron's supporters dismissed it, his statements generated discussion around Wembanyama. Not all the numerous young stars the NBA has highlighted in the past have lived up to expectations. Wembanyama, though, is not your average rookie. His skill set questions accepted wisdom regarding what is feasible on a basketball court. At 7'4", he is unlike anything we have seen before. He moves with the smoothness and quickness of a guard. LeBron also saw that Wembanyama could alter the game. The road to becoming a generational star is difficult, especially when everyone thought Wembanyama cannot manage the demand. Wembanyama has had great expectations put upon him since entering the NBA. Comparatively to athletes like Kevin Durant and Giannis Antetokounmpo, one feels both honor and a great weight. Every game he is expected to perform at a top level. Fans, media, and even his own team are closely examining every action he makes. Consider the pressure. One poor game, one missed shot, where critics are poised to attack. Wembanyama has, however, risen to the challenge and again shown time and evidence that he is here to stay rather than collapsing under this great weight.
He's unbelievable talent. I think everybody knows that. And just trying to figure out what he is because we've never seen him before, so we got him early in the season. Hopefully next time we play him, we can make some adjustments to make it tougher on him. But, he has an advantage being 7'4" and being able to shoot over everybody. So just finding different ways to make it tough on him, but he had a hell of a night.
His amazing 50-point game recently helped to establish his reputation among the future NBA icon. Just 20 years old, he has accomplished goals most players only dream of over their whole careers. For the NBA, however, this implies something else. Is this merely a passing flutter, or are we seeing the birth of his next phase? Let's explore that amazing performance. Wembanyama recently scored an amazing 50 points in just 32 minutes, hitting 8 of 16 from three-point range and 18 of his 29 attempts from the field. With these figures, he ranks among the top and becomes one of the youngest players in NBA history to score a 50-point game before turning 21. But this was more than just a nice game. It was an exhibition of his adaptability and possible supremacy. To his stat sheet, he not only scored at will but also added 6 rebounds, 2 assists, a steal, and 3 blocks. Every game he is proving to the world that he is more than just hype. He is demonstrating that he is a real contender here to leave his imprint. Here's where the story gets fascinating though. LeBron James sensed the potential icon rather than merely a gifted young athlete in Wembanyama. LeBron was unreserved when he first discussed Wembanyama, emphasizing Wembanyama was unlike anything the sport had seen. He termed him an alien, built like a center yet with the grace of a guard. Wembanyama is 7'4" and has a wingspan of almost 8 feet. For defenders, his ability to block shots, drive to the basket, and shoot from beyond the arc makes him a nightmare match. He is too swift to allow any distance, but too tall to guard closely. Wembanyama is a very special player because of these qualities taken together. It's more than just natural ability. It's about possessing a skill set that throws off the game as a whole. But that kind of promise carries great pressure. Wembanyama arrives on the court every evening bearing the weight of these expectations. Will he live up to the hype, or will the pressure prove to be too excessive? Wembanyama is under constant scrutiny, just as LeBron was in the early years of his career, as he is still the clear leader. People question LeBron's ability to carry the moniker "The Chosen One" when he signed into the NBA. Still, he performed under duress and became among the best players of all time. He now sees that same promise in Wembanyama, and this goes beyond numbers or showy highlights to include the capacity to leave a legacy. Wembanyama is adding to his narrative and creating something greater than himself in every game he participates in. Let us not overlook, nevertheless, the constant scrutiny. Critics will be ready to break him down with any slip-up or poor performance. That is the truth of generational brilliance. Wembanyama knows he has a lot to prove, hence the stakes are great.
It's obviously an honor to see such great people talk like this about me, but it really doesn't change anything, because I mean, people around me, they noticed it, and I got people around me sent me this video this morning, and but I was like, oh, that's cool, but not more. Like, I was trying to stay focused. I mean, because the thing is, I didn't do anything yet. I didn't play a game in the NBA yet. I wasn't drafted, and so I gotta stay focused to reach my goals, because it's gonna be tough in time to get better every day and stay consistent.
Wembanyama is not traveling this road alone though. He has been under the direction of the venerable San Antonio Spurs coach, Greg Popovich. For Wembanyama, Popovich, who helped players like Tim Duncan and Manu Ginobili shape their careers, has been a lighthouse. Popovich clearly affects Wembanyama even as he heals from a minor stroke. Wembanyama has gained not just gaming skills, but also the values of discipline, cooperation, and perseverance by means of Popovich. Basketball is simple, but being great is difficult. Popovich once stated memorably. Wembanyama would seem to have considered that. He is studying basketball, honing it, not merely playing it. Still, the question is, how long can he maintain this speed? Will he be able to maintain his degree of performance and satisfy the sky-high standards associated with being Popovich's most recent protege? The expectations go beyond media coverage or fan base. They also originate inside the Spurs team. Wembanyama is expected to carry on the proud legacy of producing legendary players that the Spurs have established. He represents the future of the franchise, not only a player in their lineup. And the club is looking to Wembanyama as their possible leader, while Popovich's health is under question. Now that is a great weight for a young player. Along with performing, he is expected to inspire, lead, and take on the role of the Spurs' icons past. Given that he is so young, can he manage that degree of responsibility? These expectations weigh rather a lot. One mistake might destroy the dreams of a whole following. Wembanyama is stepping up game after game, not backing down though. Wembanyama's path is very personal in addition to involving basketball. For him, this is a purpose rather than only a career. He is performing for his family, his nation, and himself, not only for glory or money.
It's like you think you can block his shot, but you can't. Like, his wingspan is so long. But nah, he's a really good player. He's gonna be really good in this league.
Dreaming of making it to the NBA while growing up in France, his path hasn't been without difficulties. From injuries to criticism, he has surmounted many challenges, but he has never wavered. Wembanyama is really unique in his resiliency. He is here to prove himself, not here to silence his detractors. He reminds himself of the reason he started each time he walks on the court. What propels him with such dangerous intensity is his hunger. He is here to make a statement. He is not only another NBA player, he is a force. LeBron's comments regarding Wembanyama start to take shape. This is about legacy, history, and game direction, not just basketball. As Wembanyama continues to smash records and defy expectations, he's creating the framework for a new era in the NBA. LeBron recognized something in him that few people did, and now the world is finally seeing it too. But with each game, the pressure rises. Despite his youth, Wembanyama is carrying the aspirations of millions of people on his shoulders. The key question remains, can he sustain it? Can he keep developing, adjusting, and changing without giving the pressure of being the next big thing his whole attention? Even though Wembanyama's story is just the beginning, it is already shaping the course of history. Every game proves he is not just another hyped prospect, he could redefine what is possible on the floor. Nevertheless, this road will not be simple. He will have difficulties, disappointments, and criticism. Still, he could be among the best to have ever participated if he remains committed to his mission. LeBron's words weren't just praise, they were a premonition, and if Wembanyama fulfills that prophecy, the NBA may never be the same. As we watch Wembanyama's rapid rise, one thing becomes clear. The NBA has entered a new age. The era of huge men dominating solely on the paint has long since passed. Wembanyama represents the change in the game, a player who defies convention on what a big man can accomplish. Historically, athletes his height have concentrated on rebounding and blocking shots. Wembanyama, however, combines talents typically designated for guards and forwards to provide the floor with a fresh kind of agility and flexibility. His height and quick movement redefine what is feasible in basketball. He is rewriting rather than merely following the conventional wisdom. And he distinguishes himself not only with his athletic abilities, his mental toughness and clarity make him a true power on the court. Wembanyama is laser-oriented towards his objectives. He is not enthralled by the celebrity or swayed by the buzz. Rather, he is working game after game to develop and grow. Even though everyone is watching, he plays like he wants to prove himself. This unique dedication sets outstanding athletes apart from legends. It's important to acknowledge the impact Wembanyama is making both on and off the court. Inspired by his journey from France to the NBA, young supporters worldwide are tuning in to watch him. He is beginning to serve as a role model, not only for his ability but also for his resilience and work ethic. He is teaching young athletes that excellence is not something they will find easy. It involves discipline, commitment, and concentration. In a sense, he is redefining not only the NBA, but also the benchmark for aspirant players all over. Tell us in the comments below, do you believe Wembanyama has what it takes to soar as LeBron expected? And do you think the strain could be excessive? Stay around as we travel his path, since this is only the beginning of something quite remarkable. Don't forget to press the like button and subscribe to our channel for more in-depth studies on the NBA's top players and brightest prospects. If you like this deep dive into Victor Wembanyama's development and LeBron's early awareness of his potential.